Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you the second part of the LissyBuilds challenge that I did recently with her. This is me decorating the shell that she has made. The rules were quite simply you couldn't delete. Lissy built the shell and added the windows and the doors, and I added in the furnishings. What I tend to do when I'm building is get a general layout of the floor plan itself. So put in the general things from each room, so the toilet and the bath, so I know where those things are going to go, and then I can work my way around things like that. So as you can see now, I've done a few of the kitchen things, put a few cabinets in, done the bath, shower, etc, etc. So once you get the bigger, bulkier items in, you can then quite easily build yourself around and do the clutter and the decorations and things like that. I have been known to regularly forget to put in a bin, so I always make sure that I put them in as well. As you can see by my building technique, it's quite erratic. I'll see something in the menu and I'll be like, oh, that would look really good over here. So I then switch it over, go and do a different room, and then end up getting distracted and end up cluttering somewhere else instead of where I was actually doing. So I jump around quite a lot from room to room to room. I do forget about debug quite a lot. I'm really bad. I need to just make sure that I really do make use of it, because there is so many things in there that you just wouldn't even think about putting in the game. But I need to make sure I really do use the debug menu a little bit more. So as you can see now, it's a very basic, it's the shell basically now. So you've got all the cabinets in the right place. You've got beds. What are they called? Oh my goodness. Appliances. Appliances. They're called appliances. So we put the appliances in, the big items, the bulky things like that. I kind of went for a very small... Oh, right now I'm going to just completely interrupt my train of thought because I hate curtains. Curtains in this game are ridiculous. None of the curtains ever fit the windows. So you see me sizing them up and sizing them down, trying a blind. I'm going to try something different. Is this going to work? No, it's not. I hate them. It's ridiculous. Roofing and curtains should not be in The Sims. I hate it. It just drives me crazy because there's such a small choice. There's nothing there that you can use, and the ones that you do use, if you add in extra windows, they just don't fit. It's just not a very clever... It's just rubbish. I don't like it. Obviously, using seasons, you can add in things like umbrella stands and things like that, because obviously they need umbrellas to take with them, as otherwise they'll get wet. Because you don't want a wet sim, because that gives them a negative trait. Curtains, still playing with curtains. Look at me playing with the curtains. Let's try these curtains. Oh no, I'll try something different. See, look at the selection. The selection, there is not a huge selection of curtains. It's just crazy. That is the one thing that the Sims team really needs to improve on, because it would make building so much easier. So I ended up going with the same curtains I'd gone with all through the house, which is silly really, because you just wouldn't. I have learned so much actually from just watching Lissy and her channel. You know, the smaller things like using debug, using the clutter items, putting things where you wouldn't normally put them. Sims love pictures. They absolutely... If that's one piece of advice I'd give anyone if they're building, is that Sims love to have artwork hanging on the walls. It gives them such a positive, happy moodlet if they just have pictures on the wall, something that they can view. See, I've jumped. I've actually jumped from going into one room. I'm now in a completely different room, mainly because I've got distracted and I've seen something and I go, all right, I'll put that here instead. Oh, let's put some books by the bed and some tissues. You can't have a LissyBuilds house without a box of tissues. They're in all of her builds. There's always a box of tissues in a LissyBuilds house. Parenting has got some really lovely wall pictures and things like that. And seasons. Oh my goodness, the seasons picture. I love this seasons picture. I use it in every single one of my builds. It's such a pretty picture, and there's so many different varieties as well. That's probably one of the nicest ones. I like that one. I've completely changed the living room. I've added in a few things. I'm going to see if I can switch it around a different way. Doesn't quite work with the bathroom being where it is, so it's back to the original. It looks quite nice, I think, like that. My builds do tend to change throughout, really. You know, they'll never finish the way that they started. I'll put things on and then I'll suddenly start changing the flooring, or the flooring won't go, so I'll change it with the wallpaper, and then the wallpaper doesn't go with something else, so I'll change something else. Kind of think on my feet as I'm building. I don't really have a set plan in mind. You know, see me messing around with the floor, trying to get the right feel to the floor. And again, carpets. There's not a lot of carpet variations in base game particularly. It could do with some more carpets. Changing the colours, playing around with the swatches, because I kind of know what I want it to look like. It's just getting the colours in the right place. seeing if there's something I can change and make slightly more different or more granny and grandpa-ish, really. As I say, looking at some of the builds that Lissy's done, I've learnt so much from each one of those. How she manipulates different pieces of furniture and puts different things in places where you just wouldn't normally thought, using that kind of lifting the objects. The move objects, again, if you have that on, you can put things anywhere. I know I said in the last video I could put flowers on the roof, but you can. You can see now that I'm, obviously those cards are clipping and I don't know why, so I give up trying to put them on the shelf in the end. Every house needs a bookshelf and plenty of books and plants in the corners. We all need plants. But lifting them up, putting them in places, moving things around and getting them just so they look a little bit more homely, I think. Obviously the bathroom did take me a while because it's a small bathroom and sometimes the walls get in the way. You can't really see what you're doing with the bathrooms. I always try and have a bathroom a bit bigger, but obviously with a 100 tile home I didn't really have a chance to the bathroom any bigger, so it is quite a tidy small little bathroom. But I actually managed to get a shower and a bath in there. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if they're usable in gameplay. I would probably think not, because the shower and the bath, there's no room for the sim to get in the bath, so I don't think the bath would be usable. But you could always change that for a shower bath cubicle thingy in base game, which you can get, which would be fine. You could have to swap a few things around and stuff. Oh look, more curtain fun. More curtain fun. Let's have fun with some more curtains. So we decided only to do half a curtain in that one. Who needs a full curtain in the bathroom? It's just half a stylish curtain. Just half. And then obviously using the size up, size down on rugs as well. I use that quite a lot. I think that's quite a clever little trick, because you can just make a rug as big as you want, and because there's not very many swatches of carpet, it just makes sense. So here you're looking at the finished version. Obviously Lissy's done all the outside and I think it looks amazing. She's got a real talent for building, and here is the inside as I have finished it. Thank you for watching. The house is available to download under my gallery ID, which is listed below, and obviously if you go and check out Lissy's build, the shell that I gave her is in her gallery. Let's take a closer look at the build. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notifications bell, and then you'll be notified next time I post my video.